feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
The following is a presentation of the DADDgamer Football League.
It's week 15 of the 2024 season, and this one features the Saints' electric quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Cowboys, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Finding Knox there, complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
Still playing back on my mind. I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On second down, ETN once more. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. To throw is Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Walker.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, Absolutely no, Coach. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Cowboys had 8 and 5 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson now. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. ETN is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give to Walker on the read option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run with Etienne, and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
They'll run the toss to Walker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down and 4. Jackson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards remain for second down. Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. To throw again is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Jackson now on second and 10. Screenplay, here's ETN. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. ETN bringing in another one. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Again, Jackson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with a battle in the Keystone State. Pittsburgh heading east to take on Philadelphia. And lots of offense here. 24-14 the count at halftime. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Tyler Bray has thrown a touchdown pass. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's a ball he needs to let go right there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work to his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Walker with another carry.
Oh, nice move. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and then it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now here come the Cowboys. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And Gordon's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
ETN up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing is Jackson. And
This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Saints take over.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll set up a throw.
He completes this to Walker.
Oh, he shifts past him. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go play action now. Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Dallas. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
They find some open field here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 74 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Etienne once more.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a pickup.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
The Saints 18-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
They go option right on second and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That second down play nets a -4. The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third and goal. Now it's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense on third down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 26 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Cowboys.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll go again with Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Dallas,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to...
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.